What's up with you? For today's video, we'll be full Generation 1 Fossil Pokemon team. I thought we'd do a cool little mini-series all the way up to Generation 9 covering all the fossils of every generation. So we're going to be looking at Omanyte, Omastar, Kabuto, Kabutops, and Aerodactyl. These are the 5 Pokemon I'll be using. Now, not every generation actually had fossils, which is interesting. So the next gen would be Gen 3. So we'll go from Gen 1 to Gen 3 and onwards after that. Now, I actually already have done a team on the current Generation 8 team, so I wouldn't be redoing that. But all the other ones I will be doing. We've got 2 battles today with the Gen 1 Fossils team, and I hope you enjoy. Our first battle, this is against Dan, and we got a Latios lead. Now, today's question is, what is your favorite fossil from Generation 1? Is it Omastar or Omanyte? Is it Kabuto or Kabutops, or is it Aerodactyl? Let me know in the comment section of the video. I'm really torn between Kabutops and Omastar at the moment. I'm going to be going with Omastar. That'd probably be my favorite fossil out of the 3 from Generation 1. Let me know yours in the comment section of the video. So we got this Aerodactyl lead. It's a really hard hitter, and we're going to actually dodge a Thunder Wave there. I didn't know that Thunder Wave is coming. I just went for a substitute because this is a substitute Potato Berry set to try and raise Aerodactyl's absolutely horrendous special attacking set. We also got Ancient Power in here. Now, I tried to include Ancient Power as much as I could because it literally has the fossils on the move, which is really quite cool, and very much suits this kind of team. So unfortunately for me, Latios is going to set up a light screen, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of damage here. I still have the substitute up, so there's not really too much point swapping out here. I'm going to keep trying to get a boost from Ancient Power. Now, Latios is going to slide out, and Dragonair is going to slip in, and Dragonair could possibly be an Everlight set too, so I'm thinking, well, I don't know how much damage I'm going to do to this if it's got Everlight and it's already got the light screen up too. So Ancient Power, as expected, did monkeys, and I'm just going to keep using it until I get a boost here, or maybe be forced to swap out. Now, Aerodactyl is going to keep going for another Ancient Power boost here. I don't know whether this thing has Rest or Shed Skin or something scummy like that. I'm hoping that it doesn't. Now, Thunder is going to miss my substitute, which is very good. That would not have been nice getting hit by that. And I can continue to go for Ancient Power. Now, I could go for Hurricane, sure, but I'm really trying to go for a boost here. And if I get a boost, I'll actually do like a lot of damage. This is actually also stalling out the light screen a little bit. Dragonair is finally going to land its second Thunder there from down under. And that is going to be breaking my substitute, so I'm not really sure if I can live another Thunder. I might be able to, depending on what sort of set this Dragonair is. I have no idea what it could be. It might be Everlight, it might be a choice set. Don't really know. So I'm thinking, let's roll the dice here. Let's take a little bit of chancey and go for another Ancient Power. So Dragonair misses a Thunder. I was like, this is really great. I can keep going for attacking waves. I'm actually sort of running out of Ancient Powers here, which is a little bit of a shame. But if I can get 1 stat boost, that will be enough to take it out with the Hurricane. So Dragonair is going to finally land another Thunder here from down under on my Aerodactyl, and it takes me out in 1 shot. So I'm definitely thinking that was a choice spec set. So bye-bye Aerodactyl. Now we're going to go into Kabuto. So I'm going to make take advantage of this Thunder set. So this Kabuto is a Rock Polish, Flail, Waterfall, Endure, Weakness Policy set with Swift Swim. I've got max speed, and I've also got max attack, Jolly Nature. So we're going to go and get that weakness policy boost and see if we can get a little sweep going here. So now we got the Dragonair go for a Thunder again. I definitely know that it is choice specs. It just did a little bit too much damage to my Aerodactyl. So Thunder is going to land, which is great. That's going to activate my weakness policy. And now I'm thinking, well, I can't go Waterfall. It's not going to really do too much. How about I go for a Flail? Flail is going to be a full base power. Plus I got that nice boost from weakness policy as well. So go for the Flail there, and Dragonair will most certainly not be living that, which is excellent. So bye-bye Dragonair. They should have kept Dragonite at least keep it in the pink color instead of green. I mean, would it be my favorite color? No, but it would have been better than that scummy green color that sort of looked like Kabuto. So in comes the Latios, and it uses Reflect. Like, what is this Latios set? So far, it's used Thunder Wave, Reflect, and Light Screen. So does it even have any attacking moves at all? Flail still does a lot of damage here to Latios, which is great. Now Latios, I was thinking, well, it's going to have some sort of coverage moves against my little Kabuto here. And then they went for a Thunder Wave against. Like, okay, they don't have any attacking moves at all. It's a fully supporting Latios set. So Kabuto, unfortunately, is going to get paralyzed out. I would have liked to finish that off, but I'm guessing they don't have an attacking move, so I guess the coast is clear. Unfortunately now, the Latios is going to be able to set up another light screen, which isn't very fun. So Kabuto is going to get another flail off here, and Latios is going to be going down. Not before it's set up all of its screens again, which is really, really annoying. Now, this Generation 1 Fossil team, if you can probably guess, had a lot of weaknesses to grass-type Pokemon. It was very, very weak, especially to any grass move, or especially grass types. In comes Kingdra. It's going to go for a Focus Energy. This is going to be some sort of critting set, maybe with Sniper as well. Flail does excellent damage there. That was really, really, truly quality damage to Kingdra. I'm very happy with that. Now Kingdra's going to go for a Scale Shot. I'm like, oh, I know what they're doing here. So they're going to try and flinch you with a Scale Shot. And, every single hit is going to crit. And I reckon they might even have a King's Rock and be critting me. They'll be critting me every single time. So this is a very, very dangerous set. I need to take it out. So I thought, okay, I've got the perfect counter. I've got Omanyte with Shell Armor. So this is a really, really bulky set here. We've got Iron Defense, Ancient Power, Rest, and Sleep Talk. Here comes Waterfall. Waterfall does monkeys to Omanyte. I can go for an Ancient Power, flex those little guns a little bit, and do a little tiny bit of damage. I was actually kind of hoping to get an Ancient Power boost, because after it actually gets it, it's very, very tanky. Now the Kingdra is going to go for an Iron Head. This is pure scum. So it's got Iron Head and Waterfall at the same time. Obviously Iron Head for fairies, and Waterfall just for general stab. And then my Omanyte got a boost. I was like, wow, this is going to be really tanky. Let me tell you what the EV spread is. So I've got max health, and I've got max special defense, and I've got the last, I've also got bold nature on this one. So it's all of like a mix all round. And after one Ancient Power, it's very, very bulky. You're probably not going to be really fainting unless you've got like a grass move, virtually. So here comes another Waterfall from the Kingdra here, and now I can go for an Ancient Power, and I can finish off this Kingdra. I love how it does its little flex before it does Ancient Power. Second question of the day, people. The true hidden question of the day. How many times did Ancient Power get used in both battles? Now, I'm going to include the opponent too, just in case they use it. So, let me know. I want to see. I already know what the answer is right now, but let me know if anyone actually guesses the answer or goes through and actually counts all the Ancient Powers. You're the true MVP if you do that. Leave the answer in the comment section. I'll give it a little love heart for you if you are correct, of course. So in comes our Garchomp here. Ancient Power does miraculous amounts of damage. Look, at this stage, I might be able to go for rest here. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get some damage against Garchomp. I really don't know what I can do here. So Garchomp is going to be spinning the little Omanyte around there, and I'm going to be fainting next turn. So I'm going to get trapped here, and I'm infatuated at the same time because it's a disgusting attract Garchomp. I would never run this sort of moveset. So going for Ancient Power, it does a little bit more because the screen is gone, but really, there's not much I can do, and I'm not going to unnecessarily stall either because, we've only got 20 minutes and that sort of stuff. So I've got 2 more Pokemon left, and I've got Omastar. So this is a Shell Smash set. However, this one is going to be a physical Shell Smash set. So it's woefully bad compared to the special one. Also gave it a couple of fun moves. So we got Shell Smash, obviously, Waterfall, Rock Blast, and Pin Missile. I thought that'd be really cool. Now Garchomp, of course, is going to go for Attract first turn, and it's going to fall in love. My Master's going to fall in love with those big old fins. Look at them, nice and spiky and pointy and stuff. So go for Waterfall there, which is excellent. I thought about going for Shell Smash. I was like, nah, I'm probably not even going to get a chance to attack. And of course, the turn I chose an attack, I got to attack. So there you go. Just another example of my amazing luck. So Garchomp is going to go for a Sandstorm here. So Sandstorm is going to be really annoying because we all know that the Garchomp is going to be Sandvale. So it's super annoying. It's like Attract, and then Sandstorm to trap you in, and Sandstorm for extra damage, and of course Evasion as well, which is, I would, as I said, I'd never do this to someone. Like, I'd never come up with sets like this in my life. So I'm going to get hit there by the Sand Tomb, and Weak Armor is going to activate. Oh yeah, my EV spread. So as you know, I've got the Weak Armor as the ability, which definitely helps out with speed there. Focus Sash is going to be the item, and I've got Max Attack and Max Speed, Adamant Nature. So I really did need to go Adamant Nature because its attack is kind of bad. So, and I've got kind of weak moves on it. Apart from Waterfall, Rock Blast is kind of weak when it lands 2 times, and it's a little bit shaky in accuracy. And Pin Missile, well, Pin Missile's just on there for the jokes, It's another multi-hitting move that I thought could be pretty fun. So now the other move that Garchomp has revealed that it has is Toxic on top of that. This is a toxic set. This is absolute feels. Like, listen to this. Attract Toxic Sandstorm and Sandtomb. That's gross. And with like Sand Veil as well. That's absolutely disgusting. So I was thinking about going for a Desperation Dynamax here. I really was like, man, I don't know if I want to do this because I'm already poisoned. I don't have a lot of health left. I'm going to leave it to Kabutops, right? So Kabutops is finally taking a little bit of damage here. I've almost got it down. However, Omastar is going to be fainting like the next turn, right? It's going to be spinning right round there. Yeah, I'm going to faint the next turn. So Kabutops will go down to one more hit, but the only problem about it is I'll be able to swap in my Kabutops next turn, but it may, it may fall victim to the attract combination again, which I really don't want to happen. So go for another waterfall here, and the Kabutops almost goes down. It was so close. Sandtomb is going to finish me off here, but that's all good. At least I got some damage there. In hindsight, I probably could have gone for a Shell Smash, but that would have made my defenses even weaker, and I could have easily not have even attacked. So I feel like I probably made the right decision there. Next Pokemon is going to be Kabutops. People like to roast me and call this like pickle tops and stuff because it looks like pickles. This is a special set and it's woefully underwhelming as well, which is exactly why I want to use it. So we got Rain Dance, Ancient Power, Giga Drain, and Hydro Pump. It always made me laugh that Kabutops actually got a Grass type move, but obviously like it sort of I think it sucks like it can suck like the life out of its opponents or enemies and stuff like that. I think that was so. It's just funny that it got a move that was 4 times weak to it. So this is actually another Ancient Power set, which is all based around getting boosted. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go for Ancient Power. Let's take this Garchomp out and let's see if we can get this happening. And I got a boost. I'm like, man, that's exactly what I needed. This is true content. So I got that boost all around, which is really good. Now Kabutops' his defense stat is actually okay. And now it's actually going to be very fast with the Swift Swim ability if I can get Rain Dance happening. So this is a Tyrantrum, as you can probably guess there. I'm thinking to myself, well, I have to probably Dynamax here because if I don't Dynamax, I think I'm going to get one shot or get very close. I might possibly live another attack, but I don't know what sort of move or moveset this Tyrantrum will even be. And I also thought, well, if I go for Dynamax Kabutops, I can go for the Max Geyser and then, set the rain up anyway without, obviously taking a risk of getting fainted and using Rain Dance. I've got the Damp Rocker as the item too, so we can extend that rain out to 8 turns, really trying to squeeze the most out of this Kabutops set. So Tyrantrum is going to take a Max Geyser, pretty well there considering it was a special move. And this has Horn Drill. So that was I didn't know that it was coming. Or actually, no, my audience always tries to troll me with these sort of moves. I don't know why they do it for. They try and make me salty and stuff. So I'm very glad that I went for the Dynamax here. So now I can go for, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for a Disrespect Max Overgrowth here. Also, if I do take any damage, it might be handy that I can get some sort of healing, in the future. So we're going to go for Max Overgrowth there. I guess it's not often you get to see a Kabutops use a Grass-type move to a Max Overgrowth in general. So Kabutops is going to be fainting Tyrantrum. Now, all that's left is one more Pokemon, and they have not Dynamax yet, and I actually do have the type advantage here too, so I'm feeling good about this, So out comes Turtonator. I'm sorry, that shiny looks kind of brown. And Turtonator hasn't Dynamax yet, so I'm thinking, okay, well, I can go for a Max Rockfall here. That's super effective. That's going to do a lot of damage. This thing does have a lot of defense, but its special defense isn't quite as good. Oh, it's in a dive bowl as well. So here comes the Dynamax Turtonator. So I know that I can leave one attack from this thing. If it's even a super effective attack, I was pretty confident that I could live there and do a good chunk of damage to Max Rockfall and maybe finish off with Ancient Power. So Turtonator's going to go for a Max Guard there, which is disappointing because now my Ancient Power is not going to do nowhere near as much as Max Rockfall would have done, and that Max Rockfall would have really benefited my Kabutops too. So it's still raining now. I can go for Ancient Power, and that's about it. It's going to be my most powerful move. And, I might even get a chance of actually boosting my stat, even though it's only a 10% chance. So popping that Ancient Power there, very respectful damage against the Dynamax Turtonator. And Turtonator has Max Overgrowth, which is Solar Beam. It's a disaster, people. Those mushrooms are going to take Kabutops out in one shot. So there you go. And I love how my Grassy Terrain just powered it up just a little bit more. But I wasn't to know it had Solar Beam. And I got to say, even though the Grassy Terrain was on the field, I don't believe it would have lived anyway. But a very interesting battle. Let's go to battle number 2. This is a battle against, I think it's L or I. I'm not really sure. One of those letters. You learnt the alphabet today, people. I teach you Pokemon. I teach you the alphabet. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. So first Pokemon here is going to be Golospod. We also have a theme team here as well, if you can guess it. So Golospod is a very, very bulky Pokemon, as you know. So I'm like, okay, well, I've got Endure here. I might be able to go for Endure and Flail. It is a bit of a risky move, I know, because Golospod does carry a lot of priority. We're going to go for Endure here and see what happens. So Golospod is going to go for a First Impression. First Impression is going to do a good amount of damage there, but Kabutops, Kabuto is going to be able to live that one fairly well. It's like, okay, I thought I might do a little bit more than that. So let's risk a double Endure. So the second Endure did fail, sadly. However, Golospod is going to set up a layer of spikes all around me. So like, oh, well, that at least gives me another chance to go for Endure. The Golospod still could have Aqua Jet or Sucker Punch. I don't really know that, but I'm going to roll the dice anyway. I just want to put myself on like the lowest amount of health I can and then go for a fully powered up Flail. Is this going to take Golospod down to half health? Probably not, but it's going to do a decent amount of damage. So it's going to hit me with there's a Waterfall there, a Liquidation, and I can go for Flail here and do some damage, I guess. Like, I know that I can take this out with another Pokemon, and just in this matchup, it's kind of bad. So Flail does, well, about as much as I expected, but Golospod's going to go for another Spike, so I'm okay, I guess they sort of underestimated that my Kabuto couldn't do much damage to them, so I thought they guessed, well, maybe we're going to lay up like maybe a second layer of the spikes there, and then I can fake this thing the next turn. So unfortunately, it's going to be able to fake me the next turn because it does have a Citrus Berry, and that's going to actually recover it, so Emergency Exit won't activate. Kabutops is going to fake. That's really truly the best I could have got out of Kabutops in that matchup there. And it's not like I could swap easy, We're going to go into Aerodactyl, the greatest special Pokemon in the world here. So I've got Ancient Power. I'm like, okay, this is good. Things are looking good right now. Let's get them boost, This poor Aerodactyl, I'll say, it did struggle to get boost out of all the battles that I did with it. So, unfortunately, the Golospod is going to be able to live that, so it's going to be able to come in and use First Impression again, of course. And we got the next Pokemon coming in here is Hydreigon. So, like, oh, okay, I wonder what sort of set this is going to be. So, I've got my Substitute here. I'm thinking, well, Hurricane might, I know it's definitely not going to do half health. I reckon it'll do maybe a quarter health, and the first one misses. I'm like, oh, that really sucks. I could have really used that damage. So now Hydreigon is going to go for a Surf. I'm like, of course it's got Surf. So Surf uses does a lot of damage to me, and Potato Berry is going to activate. So I'm like, okay, well, I missed the Hurricane. That was pretty unlucky, but, at least I got a special attack boost. This is good. I'll be able to hit this with a pretty powerful Hurricane. I reckon it'll do just over half health. And the second Hurricane misses, and now the Hydreigon is going to take me out with a Surf. It is a pure disaster. This is a disaster. So I haven't even taken out a single Pokemon, and I've only got 3 Pokemon left. And, Aerodactyl is like a speedy special attacker on my team, so it's not the worst Pokemon on my team. Then again, it's not the best Pokemon either. We've got Omastar coming in. Something has to happen, people. I've got to pluck a miracle out of the woodwork here. Now, I know the Hydreigon will be able to outspeed me, so I'm thinking, you know what? I can go for a Shell Smash here. I just have to live whatever attacker's going to use. It's going to be Dank Pulse. I'm like, oh no, please don't flinch. It does a fair bit of damage to me, of course, and no flinch. Thank goodness. If I flinched there, I think I would have lost the game right there. But I might be able to postpone the suffering if I can get some boost happening here. So, okay, I've got a Shell Smash up. Will Pin Missile take out Hydreigon? Let's be real. It's probably going to need 4 hits to take it out, maybe 3 or 4. Let's go ahead and go for Dynamax Omastar and take this thing out in one shot, hopefully. So I've got Max Flutterby, which will come off Pin Missile. And it's quite funny because Pin Missile actually came into, it really came into handy here because I like a super effective move. And I might be able to drop a couple more Pokemon in Dynamax and try and pull this battle back into my direction, of course, until the next Dynamax Pokemon comes out. So go for that Max Flutterby on the Hydreigon, and it is going to be going down in one shot, which is excellent, So that's excellent stuff there. I'm trying to get back into this game. So I know there's a Golospod around. I'm like, well, Golospod might come in here, but I think I might just live the attack. So in comes the Gyarados, and they're going to drop my attack, fair enough. And I'm like, okay, well, I can go for the Max Rockfall here. That'll do, that's a one-shot still. And I can put the Sand up, that'll be very handy. So the Gyarados doesn't use Protect, it doesn't swap. So I'm like, okay, good, that's another Pokemon down. This is really, really nice, right? So Gyarados has got a Focus Sash. Come on, a Focus Sash Gyarados. So they must have been really worried about, I don't know, Electric type move. They're really worried about those Thunder Shocks. So anyway, Gyarados is going to live on 1 health there, and the Sand is up. Gyarados is now going to use Earthquake and finish off my Omastar. Man, there goes my sweep. I'm weeping. Anyway, I guess the only good thing about this is the Sand will take the Gyarados out on 1 health, man. I'm sick of these bulky, like, Focus Sash Pokemon. Like, people are just trolls these days. Now, I would never do that either. Not that I haven't used Focus Sash Deoxys D. We're going to go to Kabutops now. I can't do anything here, and we've got this Golospawn. So, like, okay, well, they're going to use First Impression. How about I go for a Rain Dance? I believe they don't have anything like Aqua Jet, and Sucker Punch, so I should be able to take it out the next turn. So Golospawn's going to go for its little First Impression there. I take that fairly well because I've got that sand up, and this is obviously a lot more bulkier than my Kabuto and my Omanyte Omastar after a Shell Smash. So we've got the rain flowing beautifully now. Things are getting really desperate here because there's a lot of Pokemon left. Something needs to happen. So I'm going to be going for the Ancient Power again on another Pokemon, Ancient Power, and Golospawn is going to be going down, and Kabutops gets another boost. I was like, man, it's just sort of just like the last battle. I got like a KO boost, which is excellent on Ancient Power Pokemon. So now I'm thinking, okay, I've got a bit of a chance here. We've still got 3 Pokemon to verso. So out comes the Persian. Now, I've got Swift Swim, so I can outspeed Persian. Persian, you normally would easily outpace Kabutops. It's like, well, the only move the Persian can really do that would absolutely dominate would be like Seed Bomb or something like that, or maybe a ground type move, or a special sort of move there. So Hydro Pump misses, of course it does, and now Persian's going to go for a Play Rough here. But since I'm so bulky and I've got that Ancient Power, right, it does nothing. So like, okay, cool. This is good. I've got another roll of the dice here. I've got another bite of the cherry. And we're going to go for that Hydro Pump, and Persian is going to be fainting in one shot there. That's way too much damage. I've got the +1 in special attack, and I've got the rain on my side. Now, there still is a Dynamax Pokemon in the back, and all I've got left after Kabutops is Omanyte. So I'm like, oh, okay. Wait, no, this is their last Pokemon. It was a 5v5 staying alive. Sorry about that, people. We got a Dive Ball Sharpedo. I'm like, this is great, because I never revealed this entire battle that I had Giga Drain. And, Sharpedo isn't exactly what you call bulky, so this is going to do a lot of damage, like, whatever way you look at it. And maybe, I could swap in my Omanyte and finish it off through there. I'd have to live the attack, though. So, we're going to go for the Giga Drain on the Sharpedo, and Sharpedo just gets wiped in one shot. No, absolute savage there. No limbs or anything. And that, my friends, is the end of the Gen 1 Fossil Team. Kabutops, absolute clutch there at the end. I thought I was going to lose that battle easily. All right, people, I'll be back next time with a Gen 3 Fossil Team. Peace out.